Alright, so I saw this on Twitter a few days ago, and I just wanted to babble a bit about it, because it's really silly and kinda aggravating. Fortnite has had a new big season a couple of days ago, and I've played it a bit, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. It's fun and fresh, which is usually the case when a new chapter drops. I remember when Chapter 2 came out, I made a whole video about the community back then, and even back then, I also felt that the game was really fresh again. I feel like Fortnite is a game that I really like to dabble with here and there, because there are times where I really dislike this game, but at other times I start to jump back into it, and I'm really just having a blast enjoying myself. So yeah, I think the game is a lot of fun, and this new season, this new chapter I should say, has brought a lot of fun new things to the gameplay loop. They also seem to be doing Lego stuff, which I'm gonna be honest with you for a second, I'm probably not gonna enjoy that, but the Battle Royale mode has always been fun, and I liked it a lot. There's a new map, you can get a cool ass Peter Griffin coin that is OP as hell, new gun mechanics with attachments, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm willing to give it a try, and new animations. And here is where the huge Fortnite drama is laying down, the insane situation, because these animations have caused a flood of degeneracy, and this whole situation is just goddamn absurd, and I don't understand some people in the slightest, man. So Fortnite has had the same animation set for about 5 years now, which in video game terms that is ages, man. I never really thought about it, but yeah, it's really old, and with this new chapter they finally did a complete revamp, and they made the animations feel a lot more grounded and realistic. The main thing I would say that changed is that you wobble a lot more. It's a bit more stiff, but it also feels like there's a lot more weight behind your movement. Like when you walk sideways, you tip-tap a bit with your feet, which looks really cool. Crouching makes your pickaxe wobble a bit, just like IRL if you're holding something out. You bounce a bit when you're just walking straight ahead. You can clearly see that someone put a lot of effort into this, perfecting it, fine-tuning it. The whole package has just been overhauled, and I think it looks very nice. I can understand that a lot of people find it hard to accept change, because I get it, man. Sometimes it can be a bit jarring at times, but I think it's good for the overall health of the game in the future, because things need to change eventually, otherwise you end up with Team Fortress 2, which is stuck in Source 1, unable to move forward without messing up something in the code, because it is just straight up spaghetti. And the person in charge of these these animation changes, posted on Twitter saying that he was very proud of the team he has been working with a very wholesome little message saying, excited to share something that I've been working on for the past year. The team knocked our overhaul of Fortnite's locomotion animations out of the park, and I couldn't be more proud to have been the producer of it. Which is, yeah, like I said, it's a very wholesome and cute little message, because this is clearly something this guy has been working on for ages, and you want to share that with the world, you know? So take a single guess how Twitter reacted to this change, because your first thought is correct. They just bullied this poor guy that was set in charge to overhaul the whole movement thing. They stomped him into the ground, which is just so goddamn sad and really pathetic to see. Most people did it because of one small little thing, because with these new animations, the overall speed of you running was lowered, and I felt this a bit myself when playing it. The overall speed has been lowered by about 10%, which honestly I'm not a huge fan of it myself. You can feel it, okay? I've played it, I felt it. I was playing it with some friends, and I had trouble outrunning the storm, which was a little irritating, honestly. But it seems that the Fortnite team is already diving into this problem. They already tweeted about it, saying that the storm circles 1 and 2 take 20 seconds longer to close. Like, they are actively looking into it and trying to improve the overall situation, which I really do appreciate. You also see people report a bunch of bugs underneath these tweets, and Fortnite is responding. You have to understand, okay, with a whole new animation overall like this, in a live service games, which it says it itself, live service, there are going to be some quirky things that need to be ironed out. It is only normal. It isn't awfully broken, alright? Like 98% of it works as intended, and it's great. Again, I really like these animations. I do think like the speed can be bumped up a little bit, but overall, besides these small little issues, I think it works like really well. I understand that people want some of these things ironed out, and there's nothing wrong with asking for change, but insulting the guy that was put in charge to make these changes, like I'm pretty sure this guy didn't raise his hand. I was like, oh, I want to change the movement, and goddamn bully him with petty insults and quote-unquote ratios. It's just so goddamn childish and pathetic. I guess Twitter does what Twitter does best, right? Just a bunch of engagement farming tweets using likes as a petition. Like, it's so dumb. It's just so incredibly dumb. And Epic Games has already responded to this with very clear and pretty good communications, and they are saying that they are listening and that they hear the concerns, which is really cool to see. But look, alright, I don't have a problem with people making silly jokes about this or voicing criticism. I'm all for it, actually. But going to the guy that was, again, put in charge to do this and just being an asshole to him because you don't like a very small little change is low, man. It is so incredibly low, and it's something I just can't stand. I'm pretty sure that 98 or even 99% of people will get used to this new movement over time, and I feel like that all of this is just a big distraction from the real big Fortnite problem, and that's the locker, which has just been completely ruined and is super unclear and clunky, and I hate it. Why did you do this? Yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. Just don't be an asswipe about like small little game things, man. It's completely fine to voice criticism, but just don't be cocky about it like you know it all. Like, Epic Games is the company with all the stats, so I'm pretty sure they are trying to do their best. But yeah, alright, enough rambling. That's all I want to say. Alright, see you guys later. Goodbye. Bye-bye.